Yo, hello everyone, I am Jack the Jack of Knaves, and welcome back to Stonehearth. So, the game is currently paused. Why is it paused, Jack? Well, there's a very simple reason. We're under attack! If I press play here, I just got a notification right when we loaded in that an invader was sighted. Let's go to the action. So our very brave warrior, Mel, is going to destroy this... Actually, stop taking so much damage. Stop. Okay. Concerned me for a second. You're taking a ton of damage there. I was getting scared for your safety. We need to get you better stuff. Currently, the carpenter can't. We can't provide anything more for our soldier or a footman, I suppose. Which is actually something we need to look into, but we need more citizens to do so. Today, what we're going to be taking a look at is I want to do a little bit of building. And we're going to have our town kind of run and go about its merry business. I think it should be, for right now, it's basically self-sufficient, and they're going to finish this building right here. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, one thing that we do have to do, you might notice that they have the sign up, which is great. And they have the little light up, which means that they're placing the stuff, but where's the doors? Where are our windows? Well, the thing is when you build a building, you have the option of having doors and windows and some such to be in your building, but your characters actually won't make them. They'll have to actually go in and physically tell your hearthlings to make the building, and then or make the doors, make the windows, and then actually install them. So they're kind of finicky in that regards. They're gonna do something I don't want them to do. I want to see, if I tell them to build a ladder up there, will they go and get that stone? Because I kind of don't want stone to just be sitting on the roof. Anyway, so yeah, I do have an objective today. I want to do a little bit of building, and what I want to do, Stonehearth has recently set out, what's the best word to describe it? It's not exactly a contest, I don't think. Well, I guess in some regards it is a contest. They said, hey, we want a new template for a building, like these templates here. Except what we want is we want a storeroom, something that shows off the new crates where you can store all your stuff, etc., etc. So we're actually going to look into that. Our hearthlings should get about knocking that down. I'm going to speed it up because apparently it's nap time, not chop down these trees so I can start building time. So what we're going to do, hey, you guys can't go take a nap as well. Why is everyone taking a nap? Everyone wake up. It's time to wake up and get to work. Time to smell the roses, you lazy guys. Jeez. So there's a contest. We want to build a storehouse. So off camera, I kind of fiddled around, experimented with some buildings, kind of got a general sort of thing that I liked, but so far have not found a final design. I'm really picky, especially because one of the constraints is it has to be 2 stories. And I will say, as of so far, building a 2-story building in Stonehearth is actually kind of difficult. Not from a technical standpoint, it's actually really easy, and we'll see it here in a second, but it's really difficult because a lot of the buildings that you build just end up looking flat, and that's kind of a problem. I'm going to set up another thing here. They're probably just going to leave that there, so let's just destroy that. I'm going to set up another... words are failing me. Other stockpile, set it up, fill with wood. There. So they'll come in and... Because I think that this will overrun, or this storm will overrun. We're going to have to get like a permanent place to put all the wood, but for now we're just going to throw storehouses all over the place. Or, not storehouses, but these zones. Let's see if we get anyone. Bummer. Yeah. Actually, we theoretically could have clicked on this and maybe sold stuff. It doesn't matter. Actually, no, because it looks at your net worth, not how much gold you have. Yay, you're you. Good job, you. You keep doing you. Alright, so we're going to come in here. I showed off in the last episode a little bit of what the building looks like, but we're going to look at this a little bit more in depth. I think we're going to build it right here. I feel like the town's going to kind of eventually like wrap around this area. So I think having a storehouse, this would be like a fairly local, centralized sort of area. So let's do it right here. For a basic floor plan, I think we're gonna go maybe like a 9x7 here as our first little thing. So as I was designing this, one of the things that I wanted to do was, they said, hey, we want, a template. And it seems like the buildings that we have a general sort of footprint about yay size. So I wanted to, when possible, kind of keep myself constrained to that size as well. So what we're gonna do a little thingamathing like this, mayhaps something like this. I'm not exactly thrilled with how this looks. Let's take a look. And a lot of my experimentation here literally has been like, all right, let's put something down. I hate it. Let's do something else. Yeah. Maybe a little bit bigger. Let's do maybe what is this? This is I want to work in odd numbers. 9x7 is what we did. So let's do a 9x11 maybe. Let's see how that looks. So that will be a 7. This will be a 9. Yeah. Okay, I like where this is going. Let's do another 7x9 right there. Then let's erase this floor plan right here. So a lot of building, for any, I don't want to necessarily call them complaints, but maybe suggestions or something that I would like to see in the future. Something I'd like to see is a lot of fiddling with these designs. Is a lot of, you put something up, like, I don't like it, and then just hit backspace a bunch. I wish that there were better tools in place. I like that size. That allowed me to kind of undo my actions. Maybe not necessarily a better undo function, because the undo's fine, but maybe a way that we could backtrack our progress a little bit more. Also, there's bugs with like that. Okay, one other thing I want to do, something that I actually found out about as we were doing this. If you put like a floor just like this and then threw a wall on it, actually makes like a pillar, which I thought was super cool. Okay, so here's first floor. It looks great. You've arrived with wares. I don't care. You're terrible over 3. That's great. You actually get more stuff for us. And you can upgrade to a shepherd, which I don't actually care about. Plus we need more stuff. Okay. Here's the general shape. What you do for a second floor is you click on this floor option, and then it allows you to do this like drag option, and then you can start messing with stuff like this. So we're going to come in here. I'm not going to, maybe I think what we'll do, I'm not going to show all of this because this is probably not the most exciting thing in the world, seeing someone just build. I mean, maybe. I don't want to judge. Come in here, do like that and like that. Now, something I noticed, if you went with like a general floor design like this might work for you. Like this might be fine as just like a general sort of shape. Wired? Oh, no, that makes sense. I was getting concerned. I was like, why is it different? Why do things not work the way I want them to? Alright, that actually is like that. Okay. Now I wonder if I want to fix that. Anyway, we're getting distracted. But do I want to fix it? So what you do is you put down the floor, and then you can come in here and say, like, I want that to be that. Now, the problem with this is this looks so flat. If I just threw a roof on this and said, yep, we're done, it wouldn't be very interesting. In fact, in my mind, would be super boring. So we gotta do something to fix that. Doing so is kind of tough. We need some elements to give this an aspect to make it seem like it's vertical. So what we're gonna do, one of the things I'm actually going to, okay, that's the right one. Come in here and do something like this, I think. I'm going to do that, actually, and then erase that middle one. So I'm going to add a little bit of extra floor here. And so by doing that, we actually get these little outcropping things. And I'm going to fix this border so that it's all matched up. But now we have this, and this looks visually more interesting. There's something going on. So I added these little, I don't know what you'd call them, little thingamathings. little awnings, mayhaps, periodically. Oh, why is the wall not going away? Ah, bummer. Okay. So yeah, this is the basic shape of the floor here. Since the wall's freaking out, I'm actually going to remove it. Remove it. There we go. And then let me quickly rebuild it again. Alright, so we're back here about the same general shape. I decided to fix this back here. It's a little more cohesive. While I was building this, the daily update popped up. And actually, I feel like let's cheese it a little bit. Let's come in here and let's be like, oh, well, since we are going to get a new person, let's produce a couple things. I know that I'm going to need a couple of these signs. I will actually need these signs. I like having signs in front of stuff. Let's give ourselves a bunch more lanterns. Maybe like 5 of them. Oh, hey, you leveled up. Leather-bound chest. I can't do anything with that yet. Large crates. You can never have enough. Let's do like 5 more. What else? What else can we produce while we're sitting here? Beds. Let's make 2 more beds. Why not? Let's make that an even 9. And while we're at it, let's... actually, I think that's good. Maybe a bench. Let's have a bench and put that down somewhere. Alright, so our dude's going to produce, and then we can click on daily update. Which seems cheap, but I will do it. I will persevere. So here we go. Here's our little building floor plan. So we went in. If we did this, the upper floor, made it wood, it would look like this. Still a little boring, so I actually want to add maybe something like that. Excuse me, that was really loud. We'll edit that out in post. Something like this, except let's make it one more. This preview tool is very useful. It is a little finicky from time to time, though. If we place that, does that allow us to place a window? Yes, it does. Okay. This is looking a little bit better. I'm liking what's going on with this so far. Something else that we could do as well to help give us ourselves our vertical aspect. We want to cover up this floor. And what we could do instead of just, you know, coming in and saying like, oh, there's the floor covered up. Let's come in here and actually let's give it a border. Let's see if giving it a border like this would actually help us out. In some cases, it might. I'm going to do something with the back here in a second. We'll come in here. This is kind of like building with Jack. Oops, don't want to do that. Norman Windberger has arrived with wares. That's good. Good for you. Good for having the wares. The border helps. Actually, the border helps a lot. As a final step, and I kind of wish I thought of this before I did this, let's extend this out a little bit. I think that will be... Let's pop out that wall. Let's pop out these flat surfaces right here, and I think that would be good. You have wares. That's fine. You do you. Let's see if we get... Oh, the daily output went away. Okay, I guess you can't cheese it like I thought we could. Okay, let's come in here. Will you let me undo all this stuff? Please. Please and thank you. I would very much appreciate the wall breaking now. Yeah. Wall, go away. Please. Pretty please. No? You're gonna do me dirty like that, aren't you? Caravan approaches. We want a wood chair and we'll give you a cathedral chair. No thanks. Okay. Let me rebuild this again. And then I think we'll be good. Is this wood color the same? No, it's not. So when I rebuild this, let's make sure that we're using... Is that it? That's too dark. There we go. It's this one. Okay. So let's do this one more time, and I will be right back. Alright. So I fixed it up. Let's take a look. Yes. Can I remove that wall still? Yes, okay. Before I place the wall again, let's place this little barrier. Actually, no, we can't do that. Okay. So actually, before we place it, let's put this on. Let's put the roof on and see what it's going to look like. We're going to go with the wood roof, this dark wood cover. As much as possible, I want to keep with the template's theme, because the template seems to have a reoccurring theme with it. If you take a look, cottage for two, tiny cottage, dining room, shared sleeping quarters, they all share this same similar aspect. They use the wood material, they use the roof. Both the shared sleeping quarters and the dining hall have the same sort of width for the entrance. That's actually why I'm using this width right here. By keeping the same sort of element, I think that this will help with the templates. Let's see if we get someone. We do! Hooray! We would like you to join Mud. What are you doing way out there? Here, come over here and do something. Let's actually take a look at our hearthling civilization here. We have 5 workers. Let's get... We need more people to do stuff. Do I have the mason's hammer? I think we do. Let's get a mason, like in this business. You're a 5, so I will do you. You will be my new mason. Good job, you. You're a mason. Welcome to masonry school. Actually, while we're at it, you're gonna be my tailor. Weaver. Good job on being a weaver. We only really need 3 workers, especially since they're not really doing anything. The weaver, we're going to utilize this material, and they're going to do stuff. Okay, let's get back to this. I'll set them to do stuff here in a minute. We'll just keep producing food and some such. Okay. So let's see what this looks like when we put a roof on it. Raise the max height to 4 because I think that's what they use. Okay. I'm alright with this. Right. Okay. I think this is good. I think we got a good thing coming here. Next steps. Let's go ahead, fill this out. Tell you what. I think that this is going to be our base building right here. I will add some embellishments. I'm going to add... So one thing that we do need to do, we need a way to get up here. And the way that we're going to do that is I'm going to come in here. I'm going to take this tool, and we're just going to cut like a hole in the ground. I'm going to say, there's my hole, and I'm going to build a staircase. And this is very, very finicky. There's no stairs tool yet. I hope there will be in the future. But since there isn't, I'm going to try to build this off screen. I will also add a bunch of embellishments, and I will show you what we have. So I will be right back. Alright, so that's going to be it. So here's what the building looks like, kind of. Added doors, have some lamps. Not a lot of windows on this, but at the same time we're not supposed to, because it's supposed to be industrial to some degree. Or it's a storehouse. Why do you need a bunch of stuff for a storehouse? A little balcony thing, if I get to it, what I would want to do is put up like some fences that would go along here to just give it more of a balcony sort of look. What purpose does it serve? I don't know. Maybe you could look out here and you can be like, aha, all the shipments are coming in. But there is something we're missing here. Oh, and then when I built the staircase, you can kind of sort of maybe see it. It's the same as the floor, so it's not super easy to see, but it's there. But yes, there is one key characteristic we're missing. This is a storehouse after all, and we need boxes. So we're just gonna come in here and place some boxes. Yay! Come in here, just place a bunch of stuff. You can say, aha, this will be all our storage. You can just kind of come in here and, you know, do a whole bunch of fun things. So yeah, I think this is going to be our design that we're going to go with. So we'll just set up a bunch of stuff like here. Hooray, hurrah. Here is our storehouse. We can also put some stuff down below. Let's maybe do like a little thing like that. There's some more boxes. Put some stuff below. The only thing that I don't particularly care for is the fact that we can't, if we set up our storehouse like this, we can't actually see. It's hard to get access to these things below, but at the same time, I think most of the storage we can stick up here. And then we can actually we can't do it right now because there's no boxes, but later you can actually stack boxes on top of other boxes. So I could stick like 2 on there and like a couple on here and then like 1 there in the center or something like that. You can also come in here. Let's just set down. Oh, I hope that's not a problem. Let's come in here. Oh, maybe because I tried to like set it in the wall or something. Let's do like there. There. No, it doesn't. It doesn't want to place the boxes. Well, anyway, you get the basic idea. Just put down a ton of boxes. Boxes that are actually tangible and not just boxes that are in one another. So yeah, but I think this will be our completed storehouse. The next step is we'll get our hearthlings to get on the task of building it, and then we will see what it looks like as a finished product, which I will show you at the end of the episode. I don't want to show the entire construction process here, especially considering I don't know how long it's going to take. Whoops. Please don't destroy stuff. Anyway. So yeah, here is our almost completed building. Someone's fighting. Oh, nope, you guys are good. You guys are like, whatever, I don't even care. Well, that's freaking out, but we'll fix it. Alright, but yeah, here is our storehouse. So I will build it. Also, what I did is I placed down these. I want to give these guys something to work on, so they don't just like stand around. So it's like, hey you, build me like 7 of these. When you're done, build me 3 of these. Right now I want to actually have them get on work because they can actually build armor and these upgraded worker outfits, which make it so that my workers work faster. So we're going to do that. Mason, I want you to build me these tools. Oh, you can't. What would I conceivably want? Oh, these are actually kind of cool. Oh, I can't build those either. I don't really need a bird bath for anything. What is this? Stack of stone bricks. Build me one. Also, build me... Well, anyway, you do you. You just build something. I don't care. So yeah. Now what we'll do, I'll have my hearthlings build this building, and then I will show for you right at the end what this looks like completed. Okay, so it is much, much later than when I said we would be right back, because we were not right back. But yeah, here is the building in its completion. There were a bunch of different save file related shenanigans that required us to rebuild this probably about, I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time I built this building. Made some small modifications to it. I see you. Everyone, beat up that goblin. Yeah! Beat him up. So in that time span, a handful of things have happened. For one, I had to re-put these guys up. They did that. I gave the soldier. They now have a stone maul and a thick leather vest, which gives them more defense and more offense. The thick leather vest from the weaver, the stone maul from the stonemason. Trapper now refuses to move. Just, that's it. Same with my mason. He's just stuck. He is stuck in the building and will not move. He absolutely refuses to. For some reason, one of the crates is not getting placed, and there's some light issues. But that's fine, because this is alpha. This is to be expected. Things are not going to be absolutely perfect right away. On the fence on whether or not we will keep this giant building. I think this is an awesome building, and I would love to see this to show up more, because I think this is a really cool design. I will submit this as my official template for the storage building, because I think it does something really cool, and it fits within the aesthetic of the other buildings that we've seen so far. Will I keep it for our playthrough? Maybe not. I might reload an earlier save file such that we can continue the game with our people still working. Because it took a lot of time. Plus, we were away from the game for a really long time. I didn't get to show you any of the aspects of working with these people. There were a bunch of different encounters that happened. The amount of time that it took to build this, I feel, is not beneficial to the series. So I think it was a fun experiment. We got to look at building, especially on a larger scale. But I think that's going to be it for this. Future episodes, I think basically what the moral of the story is for this series, at least this iteration of the series. I'm not saying that I'm only going to showcase this aspect of Stonehearth and be like, that's it, no more, Stonehearth over. As more Stonehearth comes out, we're going to play more. I mean, you can expect that. I am super psyched about this game and we're going to play it tons. But again, this series will get reboots. This series will get moments where we'll be like, yeah, we spent the episode building this super cool thing. Now it's going away. So anyway, that was me rambling a little bit talking about the direction of the series. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And, as always, stay tuned for more.